Hi, this is Emily Matthews. I'm a realtor serving the Tri-County area of Sheboygan, Calumet, and Manitowoc counties. Here interviewing Julie with Lakeshore Thermography. What is thermography?
Hi, Emily. So thermography is digital infrared thermal imaging of the body. And it's when people think of seeing the person standing there in what they call the anatomical position, seeing all the colors of the rainbow. Okay. That is thermography. So it's looking at heat coming out of the body and gives us some idea of what's going on in the body for developing pathology based on your autonomic nervous system.
Cool. Yeah. So how did you decide to do this?
So I, like many women, got to my 40s and developed some breast lumps, or I probably always had them. I just never felt for them. Mm-hmm. Right. So I started wondering or caring more about my health, and I felt these lumps, and I personally never wanted to do a mammogram. I think I was scared off by them, having small breasts myself. Yeah. So I researched different options, and I found thermography. I had it done, and I had a great experience, and I just felt this was something that all women needed to know about because it was so non-invasive and easy and radiation free. And I think part of it also came from the fact, and this is a little silly part, but I used to have dreams that I had a window into my body and I could move this window around and look at the health of the inside of my body. So look at the health of my organs and things like that. And the camera literally is the size of what I used to dream about.
That is really strange.
When I saw that camera, when I had it done myself, I knew that this was something I had to look into further.
Yeah. Yeah. You just triggered a memory because I used to have a dream like that too when I was a kid.
Really?
I was fascinated with what was inside.
Yes. Yes.
That was just a kid thing, I guess.
Must be a common dream.
So, well, kids that gravitate to science maybe, but so your motivation would be...
So motivation, obviously, to do this business was very self-driven. However, I've always been into health and nutrition and fitness. I was an athlete growing up, still am today. And I just think that the more we know about prevention is so important. We don't want to get to a point where we're doing tests to detect things. Right. We want to do tests to prevent things. And so if we can find things early enough to change the pathology, then we can change the outcome.
Right. Well, and I actually experienced that because my doctor looked at the thermograms and she thought she saw a change. So she ordered some further diagnostics. And, that's how it's supposed to work.
Right. Right.
So what do people like about thermography or what appeals to them?
I think number one, what appeals to them is that there's no squishing. Obviously, mammograms do a little bit of pain that way. But, so it's non-invasive. It's painless. There's no radiation. I think those are all things today that people are starting to look at. They are starting to look at their own health a little bit more. I think that it shows developing pathology in a picture format. A picture is 1,000 words. And while we go to the doctor and we hear, you may have acid reflux or heartburn, seeing the pathology developing on your own body is 1,000% more of a driver to actually do something to make a change.
Right. Yeah, I think so. When I found out about it, the person I went to is long since gone, but they asked why I came, and I said, well, I'm thinking about it, and it seems to me that physiological change would precede an anatomical change. So why not catch it at the physiology level?
Exactly.
And they were like, oh, okay. You kind of like, you get it.
Yeah, exactly.
So, what would be something that people don't know about you?
So something most people don't know about me, however, probably everybody's going to Google it after this, was after I had my 2 children, I was very overweight. I weighed 100 pounds more than I do today, and I've always grown up tall and thin, so it was very challenging time in my life. And I'm very goal-driven, so I actually, 2 months after my son, I went to a thing called Fat Camp. It's spelled P-H-A-T, not F-A-T. And then 9 months after that, I ended up on stage competing in figure bodybuilding.
Wow.
in a bikini and 5-inch heels. So, and that was after 2 C-sections. So when people say, you know, this is the body I have, no, you can definitely change.
Wow. Wow. Now you've got me thinking I have a goal to try to reach that I'm never going to reach.
No, it's baby steps, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Well, this is very informative. I hope everybody will learn something about this. It's something to consider. Thank you very much for talking to me. And this is Emily Matthews here to help you with all your real estate needs.